Hello, welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. We are May 24th, 2014. This is episode 66. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty7, and as you will see, I'm flying solo today, so flying by the seat of my pants. Kari is off helping somebody move, and Lynn's boyfriend is in town, so she's spending time with him, so you got me today. So I'll get right into things. What I have finished, I actually have a finished object. Sorry, just getting it out. I finished my Hermione socks. Hermione's Everyday Socks, which is by Erica Luder, and this is knit on 2.5 millimeters, which is a US 1, and I just want to try and get close enough so you can see the stitch detail. So it's a very easy pattern to do. It's a 4-stitch repeat, and basically that's all you do. It is on the Bittersweet Woolery yarn. I have a label for it here. So this is the label. It's kind of hard to see there. I'm not sure if it'll focus. Bittersweet Woolery, and it is in the Guilty Pleasures base in the Grassy Gnome colorway. And as you'll recall, I've knit with this yarn before, and I actually made a pair of Hermione's Everyday Socks. It was the orange yarn that I got at Rhinebeck my first year. So that is done. It was housed in a knotted bag, who is Diane, Freedom for You on Ravelry, and she has the knotted bag. She has a group on Ravelry, and she has an Etsy shop. Sorry. So this is her bag, and you just slip that knot through there, slip this over your hand, and away you go. You can knitting on the go. Her bags are really well made. The material is really nice that she chooses. She does her seams really well. She has a few different size bags. She has a wee knot bag now, which is basically just to carry about a sock pattern around. This one is the next size up. She also has a shawl bag and a sweater bag, and she makes market bags. So that is that for finished objects. What I have on the needles is my Tubularity. Tubularity is by Martina Beam. So it's this pattern. So you knit it, and it's a tube, so it can go over your neck, or you can actually, if I can flip this around here, she has another picture on here where it's wrapped around her neck, and there's buttons so you can attach it. There's actually I think a video of all the different ways you can wear this. So that is Martina Beam. It is knit on 3.5 millimeters, which is a US 4. As you know from the last episode I showed you, this is knit on a size 3. So basically you're knitting a triangle, and once this long part here, oh sorry, I've got yarn caught everywhere. Once the long part here can fit around your head, then you start knitting it in the round. But I didn't like the gauge I was getting on the 3 millimeters, which is what the pattern calls for. Should have done a swatch. Me and swatches just don't get along. I didn't do one. So I started over, and just get this put away. I started over on 3.5s, which is a US 4, and I like the drape much better. Much better drape to it. So this is the first color. It's called Coffee Break, and it is a polydactyl set that Miss Babs makes. I got it at Maryland Sheep and Wool, so it's Coffee Break colorway. I'm not sure if you can see that. And it's got several different skeins in it. They're, I think it's 133 yards each, so they're all these colors. So you've got, you can see that there's this brown in there, and then there's also this greenish blue is in there. So it's all different colors that go with, it's kind of like the multi-tone one is broken down into different colorways, so it all matches. So that is in the polydactyl set. It is knit, like I said already, 3.5s, 4 millimeter. And so I got a lot done in a week. Yesterday, I think yesterday I got a cast on this second color. And on it I have one of Vintage Rose, which would focus, there we go, Vintage Rose stitch markers. If you don't know about Vintage Rose, you need to go check her out. She is vintageroseloves.com, and she makes the most amazing sets. This is the Winter is Coming set from Game of Thrones. Hopefully that will focus. There we go. So there's all these different ones. There's a dire wolf, dragon, castle, sword, mask, hearts. There's a bird. So there's 10, I think 10 stitch markers in this set. So I saw her at Maryland Sheep and Wool, and that was one of my first stops. I had to get a set of Winter is Coming. She also has stuff like, most of the TV shows she has stuff, and then she also has separate stitch markers, so you can get them separately. She also has necklaces and bracelets. So if you're interested in that, the necklaces are really cool because they have a huge lobster clasp, and you can actually put all your stitch markers on it and wear it as jewelry. It's ingenious. I love it. So go pay her some love and get yourself some stitch markers from her. So put that aside. That was held in my Little Pockets bag. So she's got these really cool colorways of fabric. Let me just find the label here so you can see. So it's Little Pockets, littlepockets.etsy.com. She makes really nice bags, drawstring. This can fit a shawl. I easily fit a couple skeins of yarn and a shawl in it. So that was housed in that. Other things. We have a cowl going on in our group, so if you want to come and join, you still can. It started May 1st. It ends May 31st or 30th, whichever. Can't remember what May had, how many days May has. End of May, so I'll probably close it on the 30th. Lock the thread, and we have some prizes. What you need to knit is, first of all, you need to be a part of our group, so come and join the group if you haven't joined the group. You need to knit something that goes around your neck, so a shawl, a shawlette, a cowl, a scarf, whatever it is, something that goes around your neck. And it's one post per person, so there's 2 threads in the group. One group is for chatter, so chatter away, show your progress, whatever. The second thread is only for a picture of your finished garment. So you post a picture of your finished garment and you'll be eligible for prizes. And we have 4 prizes. The first one is a bag from Diane from the Not a Bag, and there's a picture of it in the chatter thread. It's got brown polka dots on it, and I think it's just a regular bag like the size that I have. There's also a set of my stitch markers, and they're the snagless ones, so they're round with a bead on them. Most likely I'll ask the winner of those what color bead they want. There is yarn, so Cattail Knits yarn, and I'm trying to hold this so you guys can see it. There we go. It's cattailknits.com. So itty bitty sock in the Pamalicious colorway, 50/50 superwash merino and tencel, and that's to give away. And also we have a pattern from Tian, who is Knit Designs on Ravelry. She just published a pattern called the Mash Pea Shawlette, and she has generously donated a copy of that. So whoever wins that, she will send them a free copy. What other things are going on? Month of Socks. If you watch the Mustache podcast, they have Month of Socks going on. So you can either finish a pair that's on your needles, or start a new pair on May 1st and finish by the end of May. And they have some prizes and really cool stuff going on. They also have a Stitch Surfer Cal going on that started on the May 15th and will end June 30th. So go check out the Mustache podcast. The girls are really fun. Stacy and Steph, they're really cool. Something else is Stash Dash. If you watch the Knit Girls, they started on Friday, Stash Dash. So you try and knit 5K of your yarn between the 23rd, I think it started yesterday, of May, and the 10th or the 7th of August. I'm not quite sure, but go check out their group and check out Stash Dash. So basically it's you trying to finish off, like knit as much yarn as you can. Fortunately, I bound off the socks before Friday, so they don't count. But my tubulary will count, and anything else will count. Anything else going on? I've been watching a lot of podcasts lately, Podcast Junkie. I'm going to mention a couple of them here today, so you guys might want to go check them out. Nerd Girl Knits podcast with Katie and Chris. They're really fun. I believe it's a mother-daughter duo, and they're really cool. They got some really they've got giveaways and stuff going on right now, so go check them out. In a Snit with Christy and Sarah, so I've been enjoying them as well. Fearless Knitter with just Courtney, and Courtney has a 4-month-old baby that appears sometimes in the podcast. I met her in person at Maryland Sheep and Wool. Fiber and Dice with Rebecca. She's new. I think she's only got 5 episodes, but I really like the layout of her podcast. It's really cool. Suburban Stitcher with Diane. Was she at Maryland Sheep and Wool? I can't remember, but she's done a couple episodes with Kirby Werby. If you don't know Kirby Werby, you need to go check her out. She does amazing self-striping yarns. And what else am I watching? Fibertown with Emily. Fibertown with Emily. I met her at Maryland Sheep and Wool, and yeah, so check her out. And I also watch What Just Watchin' with Emily, and she is in DC, I believe. So those are a bunch of things that I watch, so if you want to go check them out, I'll link them in the show notes. But otherwise, that's about all I have today, so hopefully Lynn and Kari can join me next week, and so happy everything crafting that you do. Have a good week. Bye.